What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be testing a handheld release versus a wrist release. Let's get into it. If you do like the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Which one is better? Let's find out. So the wrist release I've got here is the UV button. This one I don't know the brand of. It's not a cheap one, it's not an expensive one, so we're going to test them, see which one does better. Let's go over to the range and start shooting. All right. We're at 20 yards. We're gonna start with my UV button. I have not shot any in about 4 days. We're gonna start with the UV button. 20. Oh, first draw in like I don't know how long. So right off the bat, the way it feels in the hand is much more comfortable for me. Not saying it's gonna be comfortable for anyone else. This is the small, pretty sure it's small, medium, whatever it is. I didn't want a bigger, I didn't want the large because I felt like the large might just be a little bulkier. So I want something small and compact still. Anchor point's good, it's comfortable. It's nice not to have to carry it on my wrist. That is one thing I do like, is I hate having the wrist release on because then it's just there with me. Versus this is in my bino harness. I don't have to worry about it. When I'm ready to shoot, clip it on, leave it from hunting. But you might forget it at home. That was a little low. So right off the bat, like I said, it's crisp. It feels great. I have not adjusted it out of the box. It's still just right out of the box. So I could probably get it feeling a little better. But I like the way it feels right now. So let's go pick those up. We'll do 3 more. And then we will switch to the wrist release. So like I said, it fits perfect in my bino harness right there. It's not in the way. Still get to my rangefinder just fine. Get to everything just fine. If someone mentioned in the comments, yes, I need to get a quiver. I will agree. I've got one made on a backpack for Total Archery Challenge. So 3 more with the UV button. Anyone who tells you differently is wrong. Let's go get those and switch to the wrist release and see. Switching to the wrist release. Haven't done this with the bino harness on, so we'll see. All right, yep, not bad. I can use that as a thing. All right, wrist release. It's on there, not going anywhere. Not gonna lose it, okay? Let's go ahead and put 6 down. I will do a more in-depth video on both of them. But right now, I'm just trying to give you all a point of view if you're trying to get into archery on which one might benefit you more. If you're just starting out, brand new, never shot a bow, wrist release. It's definitely a lot harder for me to have a kind of like a surprise release. It feels a little like I punch it a little more, but I haven't used it since I pretty much got any of my releases. swinging just a little left on the target. I know I wasn't going for accuracy, but I mean, these things are both really crisp. There's not one that's more crisp than the other, in my opinion. Not that I can tell. So, I mean, there's the first set. I'm gonna go get the other, go get those again and shoot 3 more. This is also the first video with the wireless mic setup. So I'm still kind of learning. I gotta adjust things, make sure everything's good, set all my levels. So the one downfall to the wrist release, in my opinion, is when I'm down there getting my arrows, it's hitting the arrows when I'm trying to grab an arrow. Hitting right there. Since I've been using the UV button, it definitely feels easier to control more of the release. Like I'm a little more stable with it, if that makes sense, compared to this. Even though you think it'd be the other way around. Again, both really nice. And this isn't even an expensive wrist release either. Index release, whatever you want to call it. Is it easier to draw? Yeah, in my opinion it is. Definitely not as accurate with it. And that could be because I've been using the button for a lot longer. I thought we had a cheap one, not a cheap one, but a TrueFire that I used for a while till I upgraded to the UV button. All right, heart shot. So let's go grab these, go back over to the house, and we'll kind of discuss my thoughts on them. Wrist release, thumb button. My honest opinion, I prefer the handheld release. This is good, but for me, this is more comfortable to have back at my anchor and then to be able to squeeze until it releases. With practice, I could probably do it with this, but to me there's no point because I do have a nice handheld. If I were just starting out, which I was during Christmas, definitely wrist release all day. There's no way you're going to, unless you have this on and you try and really pull your bow back like this, try and draw, there's almost no way this thing can go off unless it's cheap or broken. This, there's nothing, it's just your hand holding it. So your hand might be, you might get to a weird spot and your hand has a spasm and you release it by accident, the whole thing. Oh, how they both feel when you squeeze the button or the trigger, they're very similar, honestly. I mean, I can't really, there's no way to tell without shooting this one again and kind of going through it. They're both crisp, really nice. I'll show a picture of what the price is on this one. This is the UV button medium in the aluminum, which is a little bit cheaper than the steel or whatever they use. Price difference is pretty big. Like this, I think this was like $260, $270. I'll pop it up on screen right here. And I think this is more around $130. I do have a cheaper thumb button release. It's a TrueFire. It's about $100 that I could find. It's old. I mean, 20 years old probably. For me personally, like I said, the way it anchors for me when I'm back here, it's the same every time. With this, I have it moves on my wrist. So it might be here like this, or it might be up a little bit, might be back, depending on how I take it back. This, hold it the same way every time, have the same draw length, same anchor point. I'm a little bit lower. I have my pinky behind my ear. That could be why I have a little more issues at longer distances. I don't know. Overall, they're both great. I think it's up to I think it's your personal preference on which one you like more. This one, if you're trying to get it out of your vinyl harness, your pocket, you could drop this. I've dropped it the other day, pulling it out of my vinyl harness here. This one, once it's on, it's not going anywhere. You're not gonna drop it. It's on there. Like I said, the pros to this, once it's on, it's not going anywhere. The only real con to this, in my opinion, is when you're grabbing your arrows out of your target, it likes to dangle and it hits the arrows. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. This, shoot, right back in, and I ain't gotta worry about it. Now, if I'm walking a lot, I will actually take this and tuck it in a little more so it can't come out. But if I'm just sitting there shooting, I just take it and put it in right to the actual mechanism on the vinyl harness. So, I mean, yeah. Personal preference on whether you want to have, I guess, a little more freedom with the handheld. It's not on you at all times when you're shooting. It's in your vinyl harness, pocket, wherever you have it. So overall, they're both great releases, honestly. I mean, unless you buy some cheap one off Amazon, I don't think you have any problems with it. So they should, I know for a fact, these are gonna last. As long as I take care of them, are gonna last a good time. Overall, for me, I'm picking the handheld release every time now. When I started, I was on a wrist release, but once I switched, the control with this, while you have control, you could lose a little bit if you just tweak your hand, like anything can really kind of mess you up. So if you're here and then maybe you punch it, I just twisted it. Versus this, if you have it and you punch it, I mean, it's so, like, I feel there's a little more forgiveness in the wrist release. If you want a little more forgiveness, wrist release, in my opinion. If you're not worried about that and you shoot a lot so you can really dial it in, handheld. That's it for me today, guys. And there's a spider crawling on the lens. Hopefully it's not interfering with anything. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.